Well, you guys swear all a blue streak on this thing, don't you?
We do.
Yeah, we don't. But we don't.
Damn Pete Mummert.
I know. He ruins all the fun.
It's a family podcast, Indiana Jones.
And the worst part about it, the worst part about it is if he heard that, he would be it would break his little precious Fabergé egg heart.
Which makes it really tragic that I'm clearly going to use that as the cold open, and he's going to hear it. Poor Pete. This poor guy. He did not ask for this.
I'll move over, Swanson. I'm driving.
Welcome back to the Caddyshack Minute. This is the show where we line up our putt for about 30 seconds with the film Caddyshack, 1 minute at a time.
Nothing prepared.
What?
Nothing prepared at all.
Nothing prepared at all. It's off the cuff. And
go ahead.
For the 3 times that it was great, it was worth just the off the cuff-edness.
All right. Let me slip that in. You don't have to.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now we're having a conversation. What do you want?
Do me first.
Okay. I'm Tom Taylor, and I'm here with Dan Lewis.
No.
Well, we're waiting.
Have some class. You could have just said, we're not going to do that.
Well, you told me sometime when you have no class.
We should have taken that off the table, maybe.
Because it's just the obvious line of the movie, and you should just say.
But Mike always gets it, and he steals the one I was going to use, and then I was going to
say,
"Hi, everybody, I'm in San Francisco."
No, I was going to say, I'm not going to do it.
You know what, though, Mike?
I was going to tee it up for you.
I think it's okay if we both do it, given the size of this line. This is a to be or not to be level moment in movie history.
1, 2, 3, and then go. Not 1, 2, 3, go. So 1, 2, 3.
Well.
Okay. 1. It's not hard.
It's tight as a drum.
2, 1, and then it's the 4. The 4, like the silent 4. Okay.
Got it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Well,
we're waiting.
We're waiting.
Oh my God. That was horrible.
That's the best line ever.
It's the best
to play us out.
Yeah, play us out on the show.
You'll hear an extra voice giggling and kerfuffling in the background. That's our old friend Gerry Porter visiting us all the way from the Shaker Heights Country Club. Welcome, Gerry.
Fuck the Shaker Heights Country Club. And I mean it. I mean it. I was a member from, we were members from maybe 80 to 88, 87. And we grew up. Yeah, it was. We got kicked out.
Well, you mentioned that you literally got kicked out.
We literally got kicked out. As a matter of fact, I actually got kicked out.
Did you throw a Milky Way in the pool?
No, I snuck in. It was kind of the winter, and they had a billiard room in the basement, and I actually went down there. My friend and I went down there, and we dressed up. We dressed up like this Caddyshack stuff. We put on blazers and ties because we were like, no one's going to stop us if we're dressed appropriately with blazers and ties. You just wouldn't do that.
Right.
We were maybe 15. It was the winter. We walked up because I lived about 1.5 miles, 2 miles away. And I go down into the billiard room. Let's go shoot some pool. And it's dead quiet. There's nobody there because at country clubs, there's no fucking fun. And so we're down there. It's not allowed. It's only all you do is just get billed for, having money.
Yeah, for entering the thing. Yeah.
Exactly. And so, we start shooting pool. We're playing for 6 minutes, and this old, lady comes in and she's like, "Mr. Porter." And I was like, holy shit.
Mr. Porter's my father. Call me Gerry.
Yeah. I was like, how did they even know? And she's like, you're not supposed to be here. You're no longer a member. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, but I have a blazer on.
You know my name.
Yeah, exactly. I have no idea who or what alerted her to our presence.
Wow.
And we actually had to, grab our little cue sticks and leave the premises.
Between your legs.
Yeah.
Oh, it's shameful.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Why were you no longer a member? Oh, this was after you got kicked out.
Yeah, we're no longer a member because my dad, there was some sort of thing where my dad refused to pay the, it was kind of like there was some sort of, Yeah, he refused
They love
to pay.
to get paid, and they hate to not get paid.
No, it was the sort of thing where it's like, they overcharged us for something, or they charged us for something they weren't supposed to, and he, he.
You didn't want to pay no 50 cents for no Coke?
Yeah, it was one of the, I don't remember what it was. They didn't, it's something about you had a food allowance of like $200 a month. They charge you $200, whether you ate there or
has an
not.
allowance.
Yeah, whether, and
That's what
I
country
feel
clubs
like
do to you.
them's $1982. So
Yeah.
that's probably like, $600, $500 today of a food allowance you had to spend there every month. So, which basically, if $500 Shaker Heights Country Clubs buys you like a spring salad.
Yeah.
Wait, so if you went in there, you paid for it up to $200. Wait a minute. Regardless of whether you ate there or not, you get charged $200, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. That's absolutely right.
But you still had to pay.
You still had to pay. You got billed whether you paid for it or not. That was my understanding. And this is where my dad taught me the lesson. If you don't like it, you don't have to pay for shit, son. Watch this.
You don't get that thing anymore, but you don't have to pay for it.
And then after that comes, if the Shaker Heights Country Clubs calls, just hang up. But
Put on a fake accent.
Yeah, it's still okay to put on a blazer and walk up there and use their billiards room.
Now, do you think in your dad's, is there any chance that your dad was like, what the fuck am I going to the Shaker Heights? Why am I paying to go to the Shaker Heights Country Club year after year? I'm just going to put my foot down. I'm just going to draw this line in the sand right here, knowing that they're going to kick me out, and that'll be my blaze of glory exit.
Well,
It
this
was
was
just
one
his way of quitting on purpose the country club.
Yeah, it may have been in a classic sort of passive-aggressive thing.
Yeah.
I think, we joined. My dad was a lawyer, and so he basically hung out with Ted Knight and that whole thing. You know what I mean? He had to deal with Ted Knight. He never liked the fucking Ted Knights, but it was basically how you drum up business. Everybody goes golfing and, does insider trading.
Yeah.
That's just how that works. So, hey, how's that guy going to plead guilty? Okay, great.
Right.
I'd say a sand wedge. So, we joined, quote, for, basically to keep up with the Joneses or to keep up with the Knights.
Yeah.
And we fucking hated everybody there.
There you go.
Yeah, it was really
American
tough.
dream.
At like the age of 28, I had to take my parents aside and say, you realize we never fit in. I mean, we lived in the
They were
suburbs.
talking about you for years before.
Yeah, it's like
quit.
we grew up in Shaker Heights, Ohio. It was a model community. Everybody wore the pink polo shirt that Chevy Chase has on in this minute.
Yeah.
And the white hat, and that's what everybody did. And it's like, but that's not who we were. The problem was we spent 30 years banging our fucking heads against the goddamn clay tennis courts to figure that out. And finally, my mother was like, you're right. I hated those people. I always did.
And we were kids. We were like, hey, we get to go to the pool. That's all we knew.
Yeah.
It was it was the pool.
You guys
The
know
club
that there's
was a
other
pool.
people here too. You know that.
What are you saying? What?
You know that this isn't
How'd
just
you guys get in here?
this isn't just a catch up like a Tommy
Catch-up.
Creepy Camp catch up.
All right, no, Jerry, they're right. I'm sorry. I have to do the bookends now.
No. Go ahead.
No, God, no. I think this minute can wait. I don't want to rush the minute. Let's let the bookends are that this is your camp partner.
This is like when Jerry was visiting for
Supposedly.
the summer, but I had to go
You're
mow
not-
Mr. Deerdorf's lawn. I had
Yeah,
to
but,
do
but we're
work.
not talking about Mr. Deerdorf. What we're talking
guess
about
not. We should
is since I've known you, I've discussed Tommy Creepy Camp. Right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've always told me and it's always the same thing. It's my friend Gerry Porter. My friend Gerry Porter. It's not Jerry. It's not Gerry Porter. It's my friend Gerry Porter.
But when you say it like that, it's a little too much, and so you think maybe there isn't a Gerry Porter.
And you know
I'm
what?
still
I
not
know.
certain that there is.
And you know what I know right now?
What?
I
What?
know that Tommy Creepy Camp is in session next week.
No, well, it is. Well, technically it
It
is,
is.
but Jerry was just there like 2 weeks ago.
I'm not. Well, that's we're going to get to that in a second.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm saying is I work with somebody
Oh,
who
get outta here.
goes to Camp Michigania.
Are you dead serious?
Really?
Yes.
Tommy Creepy Camp?
Yeah.
So what? They're like what? 6th week?
I
bizarre.
don't know what that means, but she's in her 30s and she
Yeah.
even brought me
Keep talking.
the name tag. She showed me the name tag with the,
Oh my God.
with the young sapling And you decorate it. And I've seen a picture of you and Gerry Porter, arm in arm with your friend Gerry Porter, with about 15 of those things around your neck.
Yeah. Hey, they build up over the years.
A young sapling.
Isn't it like the little tree? It's like the young. That's how you described it, Tom. It's like the young tree, and it's a small little. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. She brought one into work.
Wow. I'm not kidding when you said that a friend of yours from work goes to camp and brought in the little sapling name tag. Yeah. I got a little bit of an erection. Is that weird?
You know what? Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
That's not weird over here.
I'm not alone. No. There's one other guy who did.
He ain't lying.
He ain't lying. Hey, you're not wrong.
All right. Well, so there's a lot to cover here.
There's
Creepy Camp. There's a canoe story at Creepy Camp, I think.
I'm excited that my friend is here. My actual friend. I work with you guys, with Dan and Mike, but Gerry's my actual friend.
We're worker. Yeah, this is a job, is it? This is news to me. I mowed some back pay, according to my manager.
I didn't say any of us are getting paid. I'm just saying it's a job.
Oh, it's a job. It's more of an internship.
Right. That we brought on ourselves.
Unpaid internship.
Right. We just made ourselves interns for ourselves.
I've always doubted that there is a Gerry Porter.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've met Gerry Porter.
I'm not convinced that this is Gerry Porter.
Oh, wow.
No, I don't know for sure.
Well, so we'll see what we can do to convince you.
I thought this would be a chance. Well, we can do something. I thought this would be a chance to do to prove that it's Gerry Porter. He has to answer some Tommy trivia.
Oh, gee. Oh, my God. I
All right.
I think we can set up the music. Oh, my God.
All
right.
Yeah.
God, how does this work?
Okay, let me get the cards.
I accept.
I got your Tommy trivia box.
To prove that you're Gerry Porter. All right, ready?
That bag sounded like it was soaking wet.
It is now.
It sounded like a wet bag. Go ahead.
All right, this is not a hole-in-one question.
Right. Okay.
All right. You're at the.
Wait, is Gerry the only one who's allowed to answer?
Yeah, this is to prove whether or not that he's actually Tom's friend, Gerry Porter. If you're Tom's friend, you'd know the answers to these questions.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That is true.
I'll stay out of this.
All right. You're at the Stamford Mall with Tom, and from the upper level, he rains popcorn down on two older bullies. The bullies confront the two of you soon thereafter, asking, "Hey, did you just throw popcorn on us?" And Tom flatly answers, "Yes." What do you do to Tom when you get home?
Wait a minute. Isn't that a scene from Weird Science?
That's a no-brainer.
Wait a minute. That's a scene from Weird Science.
That's a scene from my life.
It's both.
Actually.
I'm going to prove right now that's a scene from my life.
Yeah.
I would sock him in the gut twice, slap him about the face, and administer a wedgie. Then throw him on the bed and give him belly button-itis.
Jesus.
That's correct.
Question. He didn't even need the multiple choice options. That was
Question
pretty good.
2.
Yes.
Tom is visiting your new apartment, meeting your brand new girlfriend for the first time. He promptly disappears into the bathroom, emerging 30 minutes later to ask for a plunger, which your lovely new girlfriend must then go purchase. What do you do while she is away?
I throttle him for a minute or so, and then cram his goofy, punchable face with as many walnuts as possible.
That's correct.
Wow.
You got another one,
Tom Taylor.
I'm not.
I'm 2 for 2.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. So one more.
Okay.
All right. You are two 30-year-old nerdlingers in your 22nd consecutive summer at Creepy Camp, and you're in a canoe. On your way back to shore, you graze a fully blown Super Caddyshack Country Club adults sailboat. When a gaggle of Daddy Warbucks types witness this and begin yelling, you freak out and jump overboard, causing the canoe to capsize. Tom plunges headlong into the shallow lake and is eventually left standing there, water up to his mid-shanks. Tom has done nothing wrong, but he still looks dopey and highly punchable. What do you do?
This is a no-brainer. I honor that punchability, and then after pummeling him, I put him in a slow elevator with a banker in a business suit who wants to talk about the Chicago Cubs.
That's correct.
Oh, Jesus.
There's
a
Gerry Porter.
Guys, that's not funny. I don't like this.
It's true, Tom. There is a Gerry Porter. 92
See?
minutes in, I'm willing to admit it's true.
You could not have taken my word for it. You had to put me
You know
through
what?
that.
No, I have my own line of questioning. If you may allow
Oh,
it.
Jesus.
By all means.
Will you allow
Counselor?
it? Okay.
We'll
First, let me
allow
have
it.
a sip of my iced tea here and survey the jury.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay. All right. All right. Now, one of the greatest stories that I've ever heard that Tom told me involved a one Gerry Porter. He was in Los Angeles, I believe, or just outside of Los Angeles. And he was in a convenience store minding his own business when somebody pulled up in a BMW and came in and purchased a burrito. But the exchange that happened between these two people will go down as one of the greatest stories I've ever heard. And I've heard it through Tom's description, but I want the entire story with the tagline and everything. I want to know what happened, and I want to hear it from you. And if it is told, then I know that this is Gerry Porter.
Okay, I think I know where you're going with this.
Do you need any more? Do you need some more
I'm gonna-
hints before?
No, I'm going to pick up the ball and run 100 yards.
Okay, that's what I want. The ball,
All right.
it's somebody fumbled on the one,
Yes.
and you can run it
Yes.
for 6. Go.
I don't know what you people are saying, but okay.
Right, Tom has no
Yeah,
idea.
you're in the elevator with the banker.
These doors
Ventura-
open,
yes.
buttons don't work.
And
This
feel
is
free
like
to take your
maybe-
time with this one. Make us see it, and
Paint a picture.
Okay.
See,
Yeah, paint a
see your
picture.
future.
Okay,
Be,
all right,
Be,
no problem.
be,
Make.
be the burrito.
Make.
Right.
Imagine yourself on Ventura Boulevard about 2006 or so. Ventura Boulevard, 11:30 at night. You're actually at the corner of Ventura and Vineland, where there's a 7-Eleven. And you walk in, just as you suggested, Mike, just sort of minding your own business. Maybe you're going to pick up a Mountain Dew. Late night,
Right.
sort of like an aperitif sort of thing. Dessert.
Yeah.
And
a nerdlinger aperitif.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It's a Mountain
and
Dew.
you're sitting there and you're paying, and there's 3 people in the convenience store. There's you, there's the convenience store clerk, 7-Eleven clerk, and then to your right is a gentleman who's looks a little shorter than you might think this superhero is, but you're still staring at him. And you're going, God, that guy looks really, really familiar. That guy looks really familiar.
This is like a book on
And
tape.
he puts
Keep going. This is fantastic.
he puts down on the counter a couple of 7-Eleven burritos, Slim Jims, and a few bottles of wine.
Snap into it.
Yes.
And
Yes.
some Slim Jims for Duncan.
That
And
man
some
was
Slim
Randy
Jims.
Savage. Oh,
And you turn to him and you say, I'm going to ask a question. You say, and I'm going to see which one of these 2 people answers, the 7-Eleven clerk or this mystery guy to my right. And so I say, just to the universe, you play a pretty great guitar. And the person promptly turns to me and says, why, thank you. Actually, that was not my first instrument. My first instrument was the drums. My brother played guitar. And I went, holy fucking shit, it's Eddie Van fucking Halen. I knew it. A little bit shorter than I thought. But I wasn't, he was kind of, he was just sitting there. He had like a jacket on and, it kind of, it sort of looked like him. I mean, he's a unique individual, unique looking individual, but still, you're like, how the fuck is this guy at 7-Eleven? And I'm at 7-Eleven together.
how's this guy on Earth?
Yeah, how's this guy on Earth? I mean, shouldn't he be like swinging from one of those bungee cords in the Jump video somewhere?
Yeah.
He should
And
be on top of the shelves in the library in the Hot for Teacher video.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
he
He
should
should
be
be swinging from the 7-Eleven in a bungee cord.
He should be
And-
sleeping with 2 roadies in a spandex hammock right now.
Exactly. Just
Well,
saying,
well,
everybody
well,
wants some.
yeah, well,
I
David
want
Lee
some
Roth-
too.
Yeah, well, David Lee Roth comes bouncing by on a big inflatable microphone.
Oh my God, he did.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to bother him, but I'm going to take this moment and we walk outside ensemble, and I say, I've really enjoyed your music over the years. And he said, thank you very much. There's a lot more to come. And I said, well, that's fantastic. And he said to me, he looked me straight in the eye, and he said to me, hey, listen, whatever you do it all the fucking way. And at that point, it was just like that scene in the Bible when John the Baptist anoints Jesus.
I haven't seen it.
the clouds parted, and I thought, okay, I've been baptized by Eddie Van Halen. Whatever I do, I have to do it all the fucking way.
Right.
And then
it's Slim Jims and wine.
yeah, Slim Jims and wine, and 4 7-Eleven burritos. And you know what's amazing? He and I both live in Los Angeles. There's no reason in the world you should ever buy a 7-Eleven burrito.
Right.
There's nothing but amazing, authentic Mexican food every 10 feet.
Right.
But unless you're doing it all the way. He's doing it all the way.
That's just... He was doing it all the way. That's the sort of bender that he was going all the way.
And you know what it is? You know what it is?
All the way.
He was on the way to doing it all the way, and he needed to get something, and he didn't have time for any of this authentic bullshit.
Yeah. He said, how am I supposed to do it all the way without my Slim Jims? That's not doing it all the way.
And the only thing that was different in the story, I think that you heard, Mike, was he actually drove away in a Porsche. He drove down Ventura Boulevard. He drove west down Ventura Boulevard in a Porsche, and I kind of sat there slack-jawed with my Mountain Dew swaying in my hand, just like I can't believe what happened. Whatever my rent payment is out here, it's not enough. It couldn't be, as expensive as it may be to live out here. Every ounce of it felt like an immediate freebie because I just ran into Eddie Van Halen.
And as he drove away, did you hear that like swing drum beat from Hot for Teacher? No, when the ride kicks in. Pa.
Yeah. Perfect. Well played. Pa. I heard, I've been listening a lot to, Van Halen my whole life, and for some reason, anytime something amazing like that happens, it's everybody wants some.
Okay.
That's what kind of comes on in my mind. Everybody wants some. I want some too.
Hot for Teacher is like one of those things. There's a ton of songs like this, and it seems like I've been talking about them a lot lately with people. Songs that like were big, when they first came out, they were like top 10, like they're on MTV constantly. And I could not avoid them hard enough. I was like, I don't want to see Hot for Teacher. I don't care. Oh, my God, Van Halen again, Jesus Christ. And like 10 or 15 years later, I'm like, this is the most incredible song I think that has ever been put to any kind of recording medium. Oh, my God.
Why do I never hear Hot for Teacher on the oldies station?
Right.
That's because it's not meant for oldies. That's why.
I'll tell you.
It's like the fountain of youth.
Oh, right. It's always a new release.
Age. Yeah,
but Diamond Dave brought it in those songs though. The little talking he would do. Give me something to write on, man.
Diamond Dave.
I don't feel dirty.
And then I don't feel dirty. And then they went with the Sammy Hagar was just everything was Cabo Wabo this and Cabo Wabo that, and it was just complete garbage.
Every title had love in it.
That's what dreams are for.
Love.
Yeah. And
what is love?
That's what dreams are for.
Love.
And instead of, I can't wait to feel your love tonight.
Yeah.
Which is that's classic Roth, Mm-hmm. But at the end of Hot for Teacher, for no reason, David Lee Roth screams, "Oh my God."
Oh my God.
And that's how the song ends. And then the song goes bam. You're
that's
like,
a great
what?
song.
How did I not recognize that in the moment that was brilliant?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
The other thing.
Okay, wait. Speaking of David Lee Roth and speaking of screaming, does everyone here know what I'm talking about when there was an original version of Jump, both the song and the video? You can see in the video, there's a part where he just, like you just said, randomly just yells. He doesn't even yell, oh my God, he just goes, whoa! And you see it happen in the video, but they took it out of the song and the video at some point.
Yeah.
Like during that kind of like a little synthesizer breakdown in the middle. It was
Yeah, I
there
know.
like when the song
Yeah.
first came out, and then they got rid of it.
Oh,
I know
and he
exactly
times
what you're talking
And he
about.
times it with the crashes on the cymbal. Ba da 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 dum. It's like whoa.
Yeah.
Why would they take it out?
I have no idea. I've always meant to look that up. Somebody out there in the listener's hole, please look that up and give me the answer because I don't feel like doing it myself. It'll
Was it
feel
like
too
a scream or like a yell, right?
It was like a David Lee Roth like sort of bellow. He literally says "whoa," and you see him. They took it out of the song and in the video version of the song, but they didn't change the video. So you see him yell it it's just like a headshot of him. And you see him yell it right at the camera, right at you, Dan Lewis, but you don't hear anything.
Right, that's unnerving. Have him yelling at you like that.
It's very strange.
Have you guys listened to the David Lee Roth solo tracks, like just the solo vocal tracks?
Yeah.
Oh, the isolated
there was
tracks.
an
You
app.
talking about the isolated?
Yeah, the isolated.
The tracks.
And I think there's an app. There's like a David Lee Roth app. Like it's only the isolated tracks, and like you hit it, you press the button, and it gives you instant David Lee Roth. Like wow.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
The soundboard. Yeah, it's like the soundboard.
And the next one, hey.
That's great.
Boozdy bop. Boozdy bop. That's pretty awesome.
God.
I would like that. I still haven't done the bookends, by the way.
Well, we could just do the minute another time.
Yeah, that's fine. I can
This is
talk
a
about
bonus
David Lee
episode
Roth
all
all
of a
day.
sudden.
Yeah.
This is a really good minute, though. That's what's
Oh, it's
bugging
good.
me.
Yeah,
Jerry,
yeah.
why didn't
Oh.
you show up today?
Well, that's why we don't want to water it down with a bunch of creepy camp stories.
We can just do a
and-
2-hour episode. Everybody check your phones or whatever. How
Well,
long
there's
is
a
this
couple of
episode?
main things to talk about, but that's about it. It's not a huge.
That's,
All right,
there is about 20 seconds of lining up a putt. We don't need to talk about
Yeah,
that.
we don't need to talk
There's
about
a-
any of that. It's the same
There's a-
boring
Just gotta-
shit that all golfers
Yeah,
do
this
when
is
they're
while
lining
we're
something
waiting.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, let me just tell you how it begins and ends. It begins with Ty Webb giving Danny a pre-putt pep talk, and it ends with Tony D'Annunzio, who we haven't seen in a long time,
You can do it.
telling Danny he can do it.
You can do it.
That's the minute we're talking
it.
about.
Go for
And we
it.
should just cut right to it. I think the last minute I said this is one of the best moments in the movie with Ted Knight and the Billy Baru and everything.
But guess
But
what?
then now we got the other greatest moment.
We're waiting.
Well,
We're waiting.
we're waiting. Also, when he does the grunting noise when the bet is doubled,
Yeah.
he goes double nothing. He goes "Rah." Like
No, wait. About that bet, I thought we were already at $80,000. And then
we're
Rodney says double or
$40,000
nothing.
a piece. No. It was $10,000 a piece. Then it was doubled to 20. Then it was doubled to 40. And now we're
A
doubling
piece,
to 80
okay.
a piece per person.
Okay. That was not made clear, but all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question for you guys here because I was watching this minute and one thing smacked me across the face. And there's a tension here. He's lining up the putt. You're going all around. Ty says, it's no big deal. If you miss this, we lose.
Yeah.
But he's like total asshole about it. and then Rodney Dangerfield is like, I believe in you, kid, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of sitting there, I'm like, this entire scene and maybe this entire movie and country clubs in general all revolve around the haves and the have-nots.
Sure.
And so I'm looking at this going like, okay, so Danny is a have-not. And these other dudes, like if you're Rodney Dangerfield, who really cares? He just shouts out double or nothing. It's like it's not even a big deal
No.
to him.
Right.
Yeah. And it's like, I mean, Ted Knight's acting like it's like, he's furious and he's jumping and you're like, but he's going to be fine. I mean, if he were to lose this and Ty
Exactly,
doesn't
yeah.
give a shit. Ty's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, they're all very nervous about how well they're doing, but they would all be they wouldn't even notice if they lost. They would
Right.
just write a check and it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Well, Ty shaped
Yeah.
the putt to put him in that situation, and then he says, "Well, if you miss it, we'll lose." He puts the pressure on him. It's
I
like,
like
listen,
how he
asshole,
delivers
you
that
just
line.
missed. Yeah, you just missed the putt. You just
Yeah.
missed a
You put us
gimme.
here.
If you'd have made yours, we would have at least
Yeah.
tied. So I don't know what you're doing.
How would you like to
Hey,
tie
you-
up the tie? Ty?
How do you guys we talked about Billy on the Mogwai Minute, with Gremlins and what
Oh,
sort
yeah.
of protagonist he was, that sort of thing. I'd like to get your guys' take on Danny. Do you
Oh,
guys
don't
like
even.
Danny?
Get me started.
No, you obviously don't listen to the show because we've covered this many times.
Yeah,
Many a
it's
minute.
true.
Danny,
That's fine.
I
That's
don't even
fine. You know what?
exist.
That's fine because I've never listened to the Indiana Jones minute either.
Dan at least
Danny-
showed up on that show.
Yeah,
once.
he did. I said no.
Danny
Well,
is
I couldn't
a
Tricked him.
take. Come on, let me look.
Mike. Why don't you? I guess the Indiana Jones minutes is over, but okay. Danny is nominally the protagonist of the film, but in fact, he's the bad guy in the film, and the protagonist of the film is none other than Tony D'Annunzio.
I love Tony.
Hardworking, principled. Danny basically does nothing good in this movie and is a worthless person.
He he sort of just slouches through the movie, just kind of careens from thing to thing. He's got no there's zero what's the word I'm looking for? The consequences of anything that he
yeah.
does. He
has no
He
integrity.
cheats on his girlfriend. He might get her pregnant, then he's not. Oh, that's
He
good
lacks
news that you're not
self-respect
pregnant.
and also lacks any kind of principles of anything like that.
Yeah.
He
He seems like an amiable enough guy. You sort of start off on his
Yes,
side.
and on the surface he is, but
Yeah.
when it comes down to it, you can't expect any kind of consistent behavior or anything based on any kind of ethical or moral code.
Right.
Or and he's quite lazy to boot.
Yeah.
And
I don't like him.
Yeah.
No.
That's fair.
But I'm looking at him right now in this minute, and he's a spitting image of Stuart Copeland,
Oh my god. That's funny.
especially
He
with
is.
that hair.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I
That's
guess he
what I
does
say.
look a little like Stuart Copeland, doesn't he?
I would say because of that hair.
Yeah.
Because of the hair, indeed. Good time for hair, as we've discussed before.
Oh my god.
Quick thing behind the judge when he's going, well, I mean, it's impossible to take your eyes off him, but if you do for a second, we're waiting. Behind
Yeah.
him is a very weird,
Just
smiling gnome of a man who looks like an old gold prospector.
Yeah, with the beard, the
My
chin strap
God, I
beard.
see him.
You see him?
Yeah.
And he's just
I know.
smiling in a very
got a
creepy
grimacing
way.
smiling. Yeah.
He's got,
Here's the goal.
He's like, a double the bet, a double the bet, doubly, doubly, doubly that.
I smile at your soul.
Well, that's a leprechaun.
yeah.
You know what, though? There's no way that guy would ever be admitted into the country club.
No.
Like,
Well,
unless
he's a
he was-
caddy.
Oh, he's a cat. He's got the
Yeah,
cap.
he's one
Got
of
the caddy
caddies.
hat.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
I love this guy. He's my favorite guy.
He's
in the
great,
movie.
yeah.
Pretty good.
Oh my god. It's like he's wearing a disguise or something.
Just to cover our bases
Man.
here, we then basically, they give us a big survey of all the characters just to, like, give us one last...
Yeah.
You know, like, Danny
Yeah.
looks to the crowd after Al doubles the bet, and at first, you know, we see this, like, really nice group smiling. It's the great Jackie Davis has Smoke Porterhouse.
Yeah.
It's Drew
He
Scott.
gives him the direction of where the ball's going to go.
Right
Go
down.
down into that hole.
Drew Scott,
thanks, Porter.
formerly
I was
known
like,
as Gatsby, who and then I presume Mrs. Scott, we don't know, and then Gatsby, formerly known as Drew Scott,
Right.
he's still holding the giant beer stein.
Yeah.
And then we
It's
get
empty.
a scan of the crowd, so I got a last chance to see everybody. It's Angie D'Annunzio, Maggie O'Hooligan, Joey D'Annunzio, Grace, I
Yeah.
think, Tony
Yeah.
D'Annunzio, Lyle Mitchell, a.k.a. Motormouth, and, of course, Al Chervick and Ty Webb.
All the people Danny has wronged throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, it's almost like...
Most
And
bitter
they're all
enemies.
all
It's like
there
at
to
the
cheer
end
him
of
on.
Return of the Jedi. Tom, you'll appreciate this.
What?
They're not ghosts, but they are standing there going, you can do it.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah. I'm your dad. Like, Mitchell
know-
takes his glasses off, which is weird. I
He
called him
blinks.
Mitchell.
He
Did
has
you
like a
notice that?
weird blink too. He does.
Mitchell.
Yeah. Like he's trying to, like, be straight with him, but he's blinking.
For me, the number one Mitchell is Joe Don Baker. Every time I hear the word Mitchell, I think of Joe Don Baker, but
Yeah.
I understand
That's
if
fair.
Yeah, if others don't.
I think everyone does.
What what would happen if they didn't double the stakes? Like, because this whole scene, it looks like, Danny sort of marshals all his courage and I guess his, all those, I don't know, hours of practicing putting on the green over the summer.
Night putting.
Yeah.
It's like, so what happens if they don't do, if Ted Knight doesn't give him the we're waiting?
Right.
Like, then does he miss? Do we need to have this whole, like, you slack-jawed bastard moment?
Right, because he's figuring he's probably already marshaling all of his.
Yeah.
Aim,
But then he
or
kind
whatever
of
you do.
smiles, like Danny does surveys the crowd, and he sees all these people that, as you guys said, the whole character, his whole life, everybody
Yeah.
he's wronged, and then he kind of has like a there's almost like a serenity that descends.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, it's the smile
like,
of a man who says, "I don't care about anything."
You're on.
Yeah, I'm friends with the cool rich guys now, so I'm probably going to college either way, whether I get the Caddy scholarship or not.
Exactly.
Like, I'm pretty set. Maggie loves me even though I cheated on her and maybe
But
got her pregnant.
this is the second moment of that, because the first moment of this same serenity that you're talking about is when he says, "I guess I don't. I guess you don't. I guess you don't."
Yeah.
He says, "I guess you don't want that scholarship," because and it smiles and the music kind
I
of
guess
changes.
I
He goes, "I guess I don't.
Yeah.
I guess you don't. I guess you don't."
Yeah, if we cared more about Danny, wouldn't that be the climax of the movie? Like
Right,
he's
we
making
did
that
it-
decision finally.
It happened twice.
Yeah.
Because then he went on and played, and now he's coming to last putt, and it's the same
Right.
thing. He has that same serenity come over.
Yeah.
But
Ready to
what's
know.
the point of
Might be
having
high.
a mealy mouth milquetoast protagonist?
I'm not sure that they. Well, here's the thing. This is like 1980, right? So, like, do we? I feel like there are a lot of characters from that era like this who are just like kind of like a Bill Murray kind of guy in a lot of his movies, where he's like, if you had to make a pro-con list of all the nice things he did and all the rotten things he did or
Right.
obnoxious things he did, he'd probably like be really heavily towards an obnoxious, self-centered jerk. But like he's amiable, he's like a nice guy. He's just a dude. So you kind of go with it because like it's the '80s, so you kind of go with the dude. He's like he might share his pot with you or something if he
I have
happens
no
to
idea
have
what
any.
the-
He's
I have
like
no
a
idea what the
fella.
hell you're talking about.
Like he's just a guy. Like he's okay. You got all the Smales. You got even like Rodney or somebody. You've got all these like characters who are like in control of the world, and then he's just like a dude. He's kind of ambling along. He might have shoes on. He might not. He's just a fella. He might go to college. You
I don't think
you
so.
in the audience, you're relating to him because you're this guy. You're like this kind of shiftless teenage steak-a-meeting loser. You try to get out of the heat for the afternoon and go see Caddyshack.
I relate with Ronnie Dangerfield because I'm a twitching mess like he was.
That's right.
I can't keep my legs from stopping. I'm anxious all the time.
Right.
know.
Pogo stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
I bought property on the good side.
On the good side.
Right.
Well, I mean, but Bill Murray is authentic.
Yeah.
And Bill Murray, it's like, I don't know. He's authentic. That's what
Yeah.
you like about him. He's himself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
To be fair to Danny,
that.
with a dad like the great Santini, it's no wonder that he came out kind of shiftless and weird. You got to cut him some slack.
Now, hang
he's
on
gonna
a second.
cry.
His dad.
What?
Don't get
Gonna
confused.
cry.
Oh,
His
hang
dad
on.
has some sort of night job which requires him to wear a tie, and then he wakes up in the morning and doesn't know who his own kids are.
Yeah, but there's that scene where he bounces the basketball off his head. Are you gonna cry? You're gonna cry, and and then he doesn't cry, and that's the thing. And he's played by Robert Duvall.
See what he's
and-
doing. He's mashing up the two.
Yeah, doing a
an old-
classic
it's an old-
movie
I mean,
mashup.
Michael O'Keefe was nominated for an Oscar for the Great Santini. We might as well just work
Right.
with it. We're on minute 92. We gotta.
By the way, as long as
milk
we're
that
talking
one.
about movie history, you might as well say that. And today, on this day that we are recording this show,
Yeah.
Tom, go ahead.
It is the 37th
37th anniversary.
of the release of Caddyshack.
Yep. July
Oh, wow.
22nd, 1980.
That's why we're all wearing party hats right now.
I don't know.
Ah.
No one asked us about that this whole time. They just thought it was normal that we were wearing party hats.
But
Well,
you're not. You haven't. By the time you're listening to us, if you finding out right now, we're listening to this podcast, it's
Yeah.
too late to celebrate, my friend.
That's too bad. You're gonna have to wait for 38 next year. Mm-hmm. I should also say this is probably only like the 6th or 35th anniversary of me seeing this on cable at my aunt and uncle's house, and I think later that day seeing my second pair of boobs in.
Airplane.
I remember this vividly, Jerry. You were there. It was in the basement of Colby, my aunt and uncle's house on Colby Road, and we were watching Stir Crazy. And you went into the other room to take a pee. I think the other room was the bathroom. You went into the bathroom to take a pee. I was like, Jared, get in here. There's boobs. Because like there's just like some random scene where they like go to like some strip club or
Right.
something.
Didn't have
Yeah,
time to
'cause
zip up his pants. He ran in.
This stream of moisture from the bathroom back to the
yeah,
TV.
that's from the beginning of the movie.
At some
Wait.
at some
Yeah, it's
I
and they
think it's later
flash
on,
they
actually.
flash back to it because
Okay.
because that's where they're looking for the man with the tattoo on his hand.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is
That's
that
how
it?
that's how they
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
and the girl who was helping them get out, was working with the lawyer.
Yeah.
She went to that bar and she saw the guy with the tattoo on his hand.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's at the beginning
actually.
because the two of them end up at that bar, and that's where the mistaken identity came into play.
Oh, okay. I just know that the cable TV in the early 80s was, I was the right age for that.
Great
and I had
movies.
the
Great
right
movies,
lack of
crazy.
supervision, and it was fantastic.
I feel like in the 80s there's a lot of movies that came out that just gratuitously showed boobs.
And you were
Yeah.
offended.
Yeah, just for a second. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Well, because
Yeah.
it
You counted on
was
that.
it made no sense to the plot.
I
It was just
accept
there.
gratuities.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I
You rely on gratuities.
I was one of those guys who didn't see Caddyshack till, I don't know, I was like 20 or something, and I
Oh, well.
heard about this movie. It was a little bit like Stripes.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about the
Never heard of it.
movie at all the slumber parties, and everybody said, "Oh, you got to see it," and "Oh, you got to this and that." And there's that scene and this, you know. And I always felt like I was missing something.
Slumber party
And I always
talk.
felt like I was missing something that was a little salacious, or God, I got to see that. They might show boobs.
Yeah.
It sounds
God,
like maybe
I
they
can
do
dig
or
you.
something.
What kind of slumber parties are you going to?
Yeah. Where you're
where,
talking about.
first of all, you're going to
yeah.
slumber parties, and second of all, people are sitting
This
there,
20-year-old.
presumably in their pajama jams, telling you you got to see this old movie that has boobs in it. I want to live in whatever 1980s world you're living in. I want to go back in time.
You missed it.
Yeah.
It'll never be back. That's sad. And funny.
Slumber parties.
I said we do
Yeah.
a movie like that M. Night Shyamalan type of thing, where isn't one of those movies, I never saw it, but I gathered that the movie was that, like, there's this medieval village, it's called The Village,
No.
right? And,
Yeah,
and then
no,
they
no, it's
find
not
out later
medieval.
it's like locked in, it's part of the modern world. That's like the big surprise or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should probably put up a spoiler alert.
I don't care about
Before
that.
that.
Hey, spoiler alert, M. Night
a 20-year-old
Shyamalan
movie.
sucks, okay? There's your spoiler alert.
There's your spoiler.
But I've heard about that movie, and I sort of gleaned that was the surprise by just reading about it, I guess, and just
Yeah.
passing here and there.
Do you want me to give you the plot?
I want to do no, but I want to do a thing where as
Wanna
long as I
hear
got
Mike
it close
give the
enough,
plot.
I want to do a thing. Yeah, where we just do a movie about it's like Stranger Things, right? And it'll be just
Yeah.
like all these kids, and they'll be finding porn in the woods, and then you find out later that they're just locked in this world of like they decided to be in the 1980s forever. Because nothing can match finding porn in the woods. It's better than what they have now.
Yeah.
Well, here's a question
Yeah.
now. Make a good point. Now, if you found that in the woods now, if like today's youth found
Yeah.
that beat up, watered down magazine in the woods,
Yeah.
do you think they would attack it like we did?
No.
No,
Like,
they
oh
take
my
a
God,
picture of
yeah.
it with their phones and then
No,
post it
because on their
snarkily.
phones they're watching the real thing, and
Right.
you know,
Right.
but to
Yeah.
us it was like, oh my God, you would attack it and
Yeah.
absorb it.
What you would do is you'd take it home and you'd get out your sister's hair dryer,
All right.
and you
Wait
would
a minute.
you
Wait a
would-
minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
You
dry it off.
All right. Okay. I thought you were going to use the hair dryer in a different way.
Oh,
Jesus.
no, right.
No.
I don't know this Gerry Porter, your friend. I don't know what he's going to.
No, I didn't manscape back then. You would dry off the magazine because of course it would be sodden with whatever.
Yeah, there's just
the
general-
forest.
Yeah, there's
the
morning
forest
dew
or
on
whatever.
there.
Yes.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, but you can't. No, but the thing is, though, you can't take that from the woods, though. It had to stay in
it's-
the woods.
Oh, that's true.
Right.
It's like
It had to stay there.
you got to leave it in the woods.
So
yeah.
you
That's how
had to
unicorns
go.
die is when
you
you
had
take the woods porn out of the woods.
You had to go to
the unicorn
it.
just falls over dead.
It didn't come to you. You didn't take it home with you. You had to go to it. So you had to
yeah,
keep making up
you get cursed
excuses.
if you bring it home.
Yeah, it's like
I feel like
Thunder
it's-
clouds roll in.
it's like the Brady Bunch where
like
they
one
had
of
that
those-
little idol from Hawaii.
The tiki.
I always
Yeah.
felt like it was an Excalibur thing.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
sure,
You know,
yeah.
yeah.
take
But
it.
I was,
the
I was
king.
always the king
No.
because I always took it.
No, I'm the king.
No, because then the hobos would come looking for you.
Yeah.
But then he used up
Yeah.
porn after midnight, which causes it to get worse,
Yeah.
like a
Right.
Gremlins thing.
No, you'd have to go to it. So you'd have to make up excuses to keep going out there.
Yeah. Yeah, like a third grade
Like Mike going on
field
all,
trip.
Yeah, Mike going on all his walks, and
Yeah.
Tom's field trip to Tilly Pond.
Yeah.
Mike
Yeah.
getting his walking stick, and his mom thinks
Yeah.
that he's a young Henry David Thoreau.
Yeah, I'm out there in Walden Woods.
Doing his thinking.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do
I'm gonna
some
go appreciate
contemplation.
nature, Mom.
Yeah,
No, go straighten out my Longfellow.
yeah, right. I'm gonna go appreciate what Mother Nature offers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take the road less traveled.
And see the porn tree.
For road less traveled, you sure are wearing quite a path to that one spot there, Michael.
Yeah, I think it's getting
You go
more
out
and
there
more
and you just
travel all the
have,
time.
and you'd get out there and you have to stand in line with the other hobos to
Right, yeah, exactly.
Real lineup today.
Come on, who's next?
It was
It's like finding a real life
Yeah.
giving tree.
opening a can of
Yeah.
beans while you're waiting.
I'm also imagining I'm imagining moss growing on the north side of the porn,
That's how you find it.
so you
That's how
know
find
where
your
it
way
is or how to
afterwards.
get home
You're in a
afterwards.
daze afterwards.
You know, dizzy. Which way do I go?
my home is somewhere around here. I
Which way?
Home,
remember having a life before I got into these woods.
I have no
Dimly.
home.
I have no home.
Hunted.
This woods porn is my home.
Despised. Boldest thing.
Let's shoot this
And
fucker.
let me ask you guys, when you uncovered, the treasure trove,
Yeah.
which would you be more excited about? If you pull it out and there's a Playboy, or if you pull it out and there's a Wii?
A what?
Like like OUI.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah,
oh,
like
yeah,
Wii.
yeah.
Yeah,
that
like
one.
which,
Yeah, no.
which would you?
No,
Yeah, which
no,
would you be more
no.
excited about?
See the
What is-
see the
I don't remember
play.
how
No, no,
hardcore
I know
he
what
was.
he's doing. It's yeah, come on. I know where he's going with this.
It's French. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know what he's doing.
got it.
Yeah, see the
think it's
Playboy was
pretty
the,
plain.
but the
I think it's on
Playboy
the
was
surface.
just it was airbrushed. It was I didn't. It was nothing. It was nothing there for me.
But it took me years to figure that out, that there was a difference between any of that stuff. All I
Yeah.
saw was like boobs and stuff,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my gosh. And like then after
Yeah, I aligned
years, I was
myself.
like, oh,
with,
wait.
I wasn't a Hugh Hefner guy. I was a Bob Guccione type.
Oh yeah. It's the
Yeah.
Italian thing, isn't it?
No, it's the yeah.
No?
No, I don't
Okay.
know what it was, but yeah, it's like this is being presented to me in a way that's not real. That was the kind of the Playboy one. It was like this is not real.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Right.
fuzzy. It's airbrushed. It's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I sort of got used to the format of Playboy a little bit when I was younger, just from like stumbling across it here and there and some
Yeah, the
fortuitous
Scotch
moments
ad.
in life. But like I got used to the fact
Hennessy
like
ad.
I knew where
Yeah.
all the layouts were, and I knew how the centerfold worked, and I knew how the questionnaire on there was. I was always excited. I could go to the questionnaire and like under turn-ons, it just might say like middle school boy with a black huffy.
With a black coffee.
And then it's got her phone number just in case.
It's got
Yeah.
the phone number. You know who
If this
you
is
are.
The thing about Playboy that was really weird was like, especially in the mid to maybe, later 80s, it was like everybody, all the models had that 80s like rectangular landing strip pubic
All right.
hair thing.
Yeah.
And so you're kind of flipping through and you're like, oh, and there's supposed to be like a panoply of different different people or different models, whatever, some for this, some for that. And what was so strange was they were all identical in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, and you're
And
like,
like the
there's-
whole thing is like, oh, it's the girl next door. Is like, really? The girl next door
Yeah.
is like shaving so precise.
I'm gonna have to go
Yeah.
visit more of our neighbors if that's the girl next door, because
I'm
that's
gonna have to go through her garbage.
yeah.
And when I was, when I had my racket of going to the bookstore, and
Yes.
when I was lifting magazines from the
Oh
bookstore.
yeah, that was
What
weird.
is the number of that episode?
You were a
we need to steer
magazine
people to that
klepto. I
episode.
forgot about that.
Yeah,
You had a whole system, yeah.
No, but I had a system. Yeah, I would walk up to the store, and it was like a 2-mile walk. So I'd walk up there, and I'd stop by like the Save On Drugs. It was a Michigan Save On Drugs, and I'd get some like combos. I get a little thing of combos, and I eat the combos pretzels. And I'd walk down the strip mall to this bookstore. It was like a mom and pop bookstore, and I would buy like a Sports Illustrated or something. I'd say, give me a bag. They'd put it in the bag. And then I'd say, oh, yeah, I want to get something else. So then I'd go on the back, and then I would kneel down and I'd stuff a few in the bag, and then I'd walk out.
Oh, you skunk.
Wow.
What a move that was.
So I would do this constantly without any thought of repercussions, and I would just walk home with a satchel full of the Sports Illustrated and a bunch of magazines.
Oh.
But I would know that I'm not going to put myself on the line for a Playboy. I'm not going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
No.
It has to be something it's got to be something that's not usual. I don't want to know where the layouts are, like Dan said. I don't want to know. I don't want to know how this thing works. I just want to open up and be completely surprised.
Flabbergasted.
Well, I want. What was the difference? Like, why would you sort of morally choose to pay for the combos, but not the the magazines?
It's a good question. That's a good point, and I'm going to answer that. Because it wasn't about the stealing or the lifting. It was about that I am not going to get away with buying this.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
What would you?
They're
Because
not
was it a
gonna
small
allow
town?
me.
Like, did your neighborhood pastor also run the
No, it
convenience
wasn't
store?
it wasn't a small town. It was actually, I'll tell you this, it's in the same strip mall where the restaurant The Sly Fox was, which was the last place that Jimmy Hoffa was seen.
Oh, it's not the
No
Sly
way.
Fox. It's the
The Red Fox. It was the Red Fox or the Sly
not
Fox.
the Red Fox.
Lamont!
No, there's a restaurant called the Sly Fox and the Red Fox.
No, it's
in-
not
in
the Sly
Birmingham.
Fox.
Macus.
I know. I live right down the street from it.
It was on Telegraph. It was on Telegraph and 15, Maple and
Oh,
Telegraph.
okay.
It was
You know
called
what it is,
Macus.
the Red Fox.
Macus Red.
It's-
It was
it's
Macus
the Red Fox, yeah.
But now it became Andiamo's. But it was a restaurant right there, and that was the last place that Jimmy Hoffa was seen. So it's in that parking lot is where the restaurant was, and this strip mall where I used to lift magazines from the bookstore was in that strip mall.
So now it's famous for two reasons.
Right.
Right.
So go look it up, look it up, and then go there, and you could say the bookstore's not there anymore, but I could stay. I'll do a man on the ground episode
Oh,
from
yeah.
there,
Please do.
because I think now it's
What's amazing is the verb lift
yeah.
doesn't really capture.
Right. It's like you're
capture
helping
what
somebody.
you're doing. Yeah. It's
Like
just
you're
lift
lifting
this
a
off
car
your-
off of a woman who's been trapped
I'm gonna
underneath
lift this
it.
off your hands for you.
It's like the first 5% of the action.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, because my scheme, my crafty scheme for getting my hands on this salacious material was walking up to the very nice lady behind the counter and saying, "I would like 2 Playboy magazines, 3 penthouses, and a Hustler, please, because my friends are waiting out in the parking lot, and they want to. Somehow I lost the coin toss, and I have to come in here. I think because I'm tallest, so it makes me seem like I'm older.
Yes, yeah. See,
So,
that didn't,
and-
no, yeah, that didn't work for me.
It worked for. It didn't work for me either. But I walked out of the place with like a duffel bag full of porn.
Yeah. No, see, I couldn't.
Tom would go
I didn't
there
wanna-
in a trench coat so people would think it was 3 kids stacked on top of each other.
Hello, I'm 3 underage boys.
I'm just very wobbly
Finest pornography.
on my own. It's called on account of my knocked knees and long, weak thigh bones.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, those are
I'm
just
Billy
my
Longshanks.
my 3 buttons that are jutting out.
I'm an invertebrate is the problem.
I used to go to my cousin's house, and I'd hang out with him over the summer for a couple days here and there. I'd spend the night, and he would always tell me, "You can't go in my brother's room. You can't go in my brother's room." So what do?
wonder why.
I go in his room, and it was literally without. I mean, I'm not even exaggerating here. That the entire floor was just like a sea of magazines. You couldn't see the bottom of the floor, and it was like hills of magazines. And I would go, and I remember one time we were in there, everybody left, and so they're running up to the store, and I think I wasn't feeling good, so I said, I'm just gonna lay on the couch, and they left for like 20 minutes, and I ran upstairs and opened the door, and I like dove across the floor, and it was like I was on a sea of these magazines, and I slid across like I was on a slip and slide, and I'm just grabbing them, and I'm just grabbing them as I go by and opening them up, and it was like that minute, like, okay, I know they're going to be gone at the store for 10 minutes, so I have a good 5 minutes of freedom before I have to start getting worried and look out the window.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm just laying
That's
on my back,
amazing.
flipping through these
I
magazines.
figure that's enough to knock 2 of them out.
No, no, it was just like I can get through as many pages as I can, read the ads. I want to see everything.
Yeah,
I want to see what they're. I want to see
wonder
what
how
they're
many of
selling
these
in
great
the back.
articles I can get to.
Yeah.
No, I want to see
Ferrari.
I want to see the send away
An interview
ads in the
with,
back. Like, I want to see what all kind of
Joe DiMaggio.
devices and whatnot.
Mike gets all distracted. He reads a full interview with Joe DiMaggio.
Guy's amazing.
So I never knew that Ralph
No,
Nader
and
was
then
so
their
interesting.
10 minutes is up. God damn it. No. But his
I had,
magazine his magazine of choice was the Club magazine, and they were kind of
Oh,
oversized.
sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know
Club.
it well.
Club,
Yeah.
that's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, club.
And
I grew up in Cleveland,
disgusting.
and of course, being in Shaker Heights, I didn't really want to go up. As you said, Mike, you didn't want to get caught, or I don't
Yeah.
know what it was. It's just something bad's going to happen if you just walk up to
Yeah.
the nearest
Yeah,
convenience store.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to run into your aunt or something like that.
Yeah.
So I actually would drive into the inner city bad neighborhoods in Cleveland, which is, places that are just like, there's, like East 72nd. And so, where it's just like, they're just kind of bombed out, not great places. And there's a
You
liquor
run into your
store
friends
there.
buying drugs there, and you're like, hey.
Hey, how's it going? You too, eh? Didn't want to see your aunt. And I one time I went into the liquor store and I was kind of like, well, this is my best chance. And so I said, like, hey, I'd like to get a Mountain Dew and some M&Ms. I very specifically bought peanut M&Ms and a club.
To go.
Kind of like that. And I'll take a club too. And so the guy, he was like, sure. He was probably like, I didn't want to see my aunt either when I was this kid's age. So he sold it to me. No big deal.
On the house.
Yeah, on the house, kiddo.
I was you once.
And so he gives me the magazine, the peanut M&Ms, and I walk out and I'm like, score. I did it. And I should have been like, I should get out of here. This isn't the best place to be at like 11:30 at night. And I would, according to my parents, I was still studying for my physics exam, with my physics partner.
Right.
And these two gentlemen came up to me and they were like, hey, you like those magazines? And I was like,
boy.
Oh, boy. Here
yeah.
we go.
And they
We're
go, I'll tell
conducting
you
a
what.
survey.
He goes,
In
Oh,
my
my ice cream truck parked right here.
in my van.
he said, I'll tell you what. He goes, I got a whole trunk of those. Give me $10 and I'll bring them back and you can have them all.
'Kay.
And I said, that sounds amazing. Almost like a dream come true. And so I said,
he's probably-
all right,
he's
no
probably
That
problem.
was
thinking-
Eddie Van Halen.
That man was Eddie Money.
I gave him the $10.
Okay.
And they said, all right, wait right here. We'll be right back. I said, okay, those are my instructions. I'll wait right here.
Sure.
And so the guy promptly went over and he got into his car. And his friend got into the other side and they started the car up and they drove away.
To get your stuff, right? To get the porn.
And that was it. No, and it was like
And you know
quiet
what?
for
I
about
hate to
8
tell
seconds.
I hate to tell you, my friend Gerry Porter, but that's probably the best case scenario of how that.
Oh,
that
absolutely.
would
yeah.
happen.
right.
He said, best $10 I ever spent.
Because as they were walking there, and they probably said, you know what? Let's just take his money
Yeah.
and not do what we were about to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's true. It's true. And I sat there for about 8 seconds passed, and then I said, I got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah. No, that
Oh my
saved
God.
you. That saved you an entire lifetime of psychiatric bills minus $10.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Came out on top.
Yeah, if you live long enough to actually
Yeah.
utilize psychiatry,
Right. Oh boy.
Good grief.
you could have been putting lotion in a basket for God knows how long.
I mean, we've I don't know, not exactly complained, but we've mused on this show, like, kids have it so easy these days.
Oh
They
my
just sneak
gosh.
onto their dad's computer, and the world is their goddamn disgusting oyster, and it's just easy as pie, and they can do whatever they want on their phone and everything.
Yeah,
But
you kidding me?
maybe it is a little safer. Maybe it is a little better.
Well, it
in
is
some
because
ways that
we burned the candle at both ends. They were like you had to, like you said, go down to 77th and
Yeah.
and whatever, and you had to spin the roulette wheel.
Yeah.
Well, and Mike, how much poison oak did you suffer?
And where?
Well, that plus
Right.
I was like I think it's better to steal this than to actually just go up to the guy and ask him to purchase it.
But
But
it's somehow less of a crime.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd rather break the law than to actually just try to do commerce.
Well, and in a way, let's be clear. You're paying. You're getting vice, and you're paying with vice.
Right.
You know, I
Yeah.
mean, you're getting your
Yeah,
pornography and you're paying it with stealing.
Right.
Sort of cancels each other
Yeah,
out, right?
exactly. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
vice for vice.
Exactly.
There you go. The way God intended.
Right. I try to do that with sloth and lust every day, but I figure
Those don't.
in God's eyes, yeah, it's no
cancel
problem
each other
as long as you're lazy enough about your lust.
I'm just remembering that we were so desperate for I was so desperate for like anything, like there was no internet, no nothing, And I remember I found like any magazine has that like card, subscription thing that falls out.
Oh, yeah, right.
I found one of those from like a penthouse. I just found that in the woods, and it was all like demented and degraded and stuff and ripped up and stuff. I'm like, oh my God, this is gold. And like I remember I had it like I hid it in my closet in like the coat pocket of some jacket or something, and I would take it out every once in a while, just like that tiny morsel of like of a naked lady picture.
Yeah.
Was just like gold.
Yeah.
Look, I'll be the first to say the 80s was like the only decade where the Victoria's Secret catalog was worth something.
Yeah. That was very valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I do? You know what? There's like a loss of something. I'm gonna get real for a second. I'm turning my chair backwards, guys, and sitting backwards and putting my cap on
keeping it
backwards.
real.
I'm getting real for a second.
Right.
When I think about like the first Sports Illustrated swimsuit issues that you were aware of at that age,
And I never did anything. I never got into that.
I mean, I didn't get into it, but I remember I think it was the Kathy. Oh, this is big. This
You
is
used it in a
Kathy
pinch.
Ireland on the cover,
Yeah.
and she was actually topless. She covered herself up with her arm or whatever, but she was topless, and that was like a huge deal at the time.
Holy.
Yeah.
They'd never done that before.
They do
And
the arm,
I
they
would
cover it with their arm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Right.
it's like it's commonplace these days. But
Yeah,
back
I mean,
in
you go to the beach
sepia-toned
now, and it's
early
all just
80s,
people covering it with their arm because that's the latest bathing suit style
it's
from
a
the
lot cheaper,
magazine.
and it's a lot more alluring. Yeah. I spent $10,000
Yeah.
for this arm.
Here's your slushie, and here's your other slushie, ma'am.
Yeah.
Here's your other slushie, ma'am. Here's your other slushie. You're not going to take your
I'm
other
good.
slushie.
Okay. All right. I see what you're trying
Okay.
to do there. Well, here's the story.
All right.
So, one of these trips back from my cousins, there was one time because I had this briefcase that I would carry. And I had, I brought it to because I was like, I'm going to do my homework. I knew what I was going to do.
Briefcase?
I had this briefcase that I would bring, that I would just carry things in.
And you handcuffed it to your wrist?
No. So I said, I'm going to my cousin's for a couple of days because my mom had to work. And I was like, okay. So I'm going to bring my homework with me. So I'm going to put it in the briefcase, right? This was during break. It was like during Easter break. So I'm going to get a jump start on my homework because I want to go to college. So
Is this high school, middle school? What is
No,
this?
this is like grade school. Yeah, this is maybe I don't know. Yeah, it's probably
It's cooler if you have a briefcase in grade school.
yeah,
make
it's
it grade
it's
school.
probably grade school or freshman year in high school. Whatever.
Right.
I go over there, and one of the times when I was able to get into his cousin's room, and I stuffed a few of the magazines in my briefcase,
Oh.
right? So now it's coming home with me. So now I put the briefcase away, and I got a couple more days before I go home. I'm all golden. But I also lived in one of those houses where I was never fucking left alone, ever. Ever.
Right.
So I would wait till, my dad would pick me up and bring me home, and I would have to think of things to get him out of the God blessed house. And the guy was just tired, and I go, and I would get home, and I'd just say, oh, you know what, can you go up to this, I need to get some loose leaf paper or something. Can you get me some
I need
notebooks?
some staples.
And he's like, fine. So and I knew how long the drugstore was. So again, like 15 minutes, right? Mm-hmm. So 15 minutes, I grab a cheese sandwich. I go, because I just want, I'm gonna sit on the chaise lounge and I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna flip through these magazines and eat a sandwich.
Well, you wasted time making a sandwich.
No, I did it before I asked them. I knew what was going on.
Oh, okay, good.
You're
a pro.
I'd go with you, Dad, but I just made this sandwich. Can you just go get me those magazines?
It doesn't travel.
I mean,
well.
could get me those notebooks. So, anyways, he leaves, and I watch the car, make sure he leaves, and then I'm reading it, and I'm just getting into it, and then the phone rings, right?
No.
So I get the phone, and I remember it was my coach.
Jesus.
It was my coach from baseball, my baseball coach, and he said, "You know what? I just wanted to call and tell you that you made the All-Star team." And you're gonna represent us at the All-Star team. It was one of two players that made the team. And he's telling me, he's like, you're a great player. This, you're gonna go places. You're a smart kid. And he hangs up the phone, and I got the magazine in my hand. And I just felt like, I just felt like I was, first of all, I missed my opportunity, my window, my 10 minutes of being alone in a God blessed house for once. But at the same time, this guy believes in me. And I just made the All-Star team, which is a great honor. And now it's like and there was all this feeling of shame and just like, oh, you're a liar and you're
gonna go places. You're gonna go to hell.
I wanted to go to the Chase Lounge with my sandwich and my porn. Now I can't even do that.
And I just felt
Can
like
I call
awful.
you back, sir?
And I went and like threw it against the wall. I'm like, God damn it! Yeah, I just felt like
It's horrible.
And I just knew it. I'm like, yeah, I'm a degenerate. Yet I have this upside to me that I'm just pissing away.
Yeah.
And my poor father is driving to get me a notebook that I don't need, just so I can be in the house for a few minutes.
You're lying to my dad, lying to myself.
You're a sinning liar.
I made the goddamn All-Star team, and I'm just a degenerate.
That's amazing.
Your cheese sandwich just dissolving in your mouth.
Yeah.
You're like, why do I bother?
It's kind of amazing though that we all sort of felt that way, and like you said, you had to lift, the magazines, and like you can't just sit there and enjoy it ever.
No.
You can never just enjoy it.
And you couldn't keep it. I do this every time. You'd lift it, you'd get home, you'd say, I pulled it off the caper, and you'd look at it, and then you had to get rid of it because you can't keep it in the house.
Right.
So then
it was like
this
hot
vicious
diamonds.
porn.
Yeah, you couldn't. You had to stash them somewhere.
No, you had to, but you usually just ended up throwing them away, and then the vicious cycle starts all over again.
You just reminded me of the time. I came home, and it's like 3 p.m. on Saturday, and without any
Nothing
warning,
good happens at home at 3 p.m. on a Saturday.
Yeah, on a Saturday.
You're supposed
witching hour.
You're supposed to be out in the yard playing.
The witching hour.
Yeah. My mother and the the cleaning person decided to clean my bedroom.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
And
Big
I came
mistake.
and they had pulled the dresser away, and where I walked in the second they had pulled the dresser away, and they were just starting to knock off the cobwebs right behind, right behind. And the dresser was where everything, right behind the dresser was where that treasure trove was.
Yeah.
And it's, of course, there's
It's like the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yeah.
It's the entryway to the new land. Go ahead.
Exactly. And I walked in, and it was the worst thing in the world. They're like, and obviously everybody knows what's going on. There's a flattering and flapping of colorful pages and a broom, and it's
Glossy.
like blah, 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 as they're starting. They're like, oh, what, wait.
Like
And
National Geographic.
There's
I
something
literally
there.
run in, and I grab them, and I run out of my
Throw yourself
bedroom.
out the window.
And I light myself on fire. No, I ran out of the bedroom, and the last thing I heard is Gerry. And I ran down into the basement, which was really stupid
you're
because
trapped.
you
Yeah,
can't
you're
you're trapped.
You go
And I'm
underground.
sitting in the basement, and it's that like cold Midwestern summer basement where everything's like 10 degrees cooler. It's like a cave.
Right.
And I'm holding all these, I'm like clutching them to my breast, and no one's, and I'm like, I can't believe what happened. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you warn me, God?
That's why you can't keep
And I'm like,
it.
how can I get out of here? And the cat was already out of the bag. It was,
Yeah.
there was no
You're like, if I never go
question.
upstairs again, it never happened.
Right.
I'll just stay
Yes,
down
that's
here.
exactly what happened. But
You
yeah,
live in the
it's
furnace.
And I'm thinking like I could light myself on fire now, and the last thing they'll remember is this.
Gerry.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
The same thing happened to me. The same thing, because my mom just decided I'm going to tear apart your room today, and she would go on these things where I think she would do it because she probably watched some Donahue show where you gotta you got to dig in your kid's room to find out what's going on to make sure
Right.
that they're not on drugs or whatever.
Yeah, she
I think
watched
this
the
was one
French
of these
Connection
days.
when they took apart the car.
Yeah. So
They find the magazines and the running boards.
so she decides to take apart my room, and I was like, okay, do whatever you're gonna do. And it's like when they come and get you out of your cell and they make you stand in the
Yeah.
and they just cut everything up and throw everything in.
Not my stone chess pieces.
Right.
Yeah,
Go ahead and look.
So-
I don't care. Look anywhere you want. Not there.
not there though. No, and I didn't, and I in my head I'm like, there's nothing there, and I'm like, and it's always I'm downstairs having a sandwich or something, and I realized, and I remember I had this Detroit Lions like trash can like thing that I just put all my toys in, and I remember at the bottom of it there was a couple pages that I ripped out of one of these magazines and
Underneath the
stuffed down
toys. Good move.
there. You know, underneath the toys, you'd stack them up all the way up and just put toy out of your toy. And I remember I go, oh shit, there's like 3 pages that I ripped out of the magazine because I wouldn't keep the whole magazine, but these 3 pages were pretty spectacular, so I just ripped those out. And I stuffed them down there, and the same thing happened to you. I go, oh no, and I went running up the stairs, and I like, oh no, Christmas Story, oh no,
No,
so, so I went in and I like plowed my mom over. and I picked the thing up and I just dumped it out and I grabbed the pages real quick and stuffed them on my shorts or my pants and I ran outside. We had this big rock.
Back home
and I
to
just,
your pants.
No, I ran
The
out
rightful
into
place.
I ran out into the through the driveway across the street where there's this big rock that was across the street and I would sit on the rock when my parents would argue. I'd go sit on the rock. And I'd watch them argue from the rock. So I'd go to the rock and I stuffed it under the rock. And then I went
You'd
in
have something to do next time.
and I went back in there and she goes, what the hell was that? What are you doing? And I said, it's nothing, Ma. It's nothing. I go, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Why me? Why me? And I remember, and I said, and she goes, what was it? She kept hounding me. And I go, it's nothing, Ma, nothing. She goes, what
It was a
was
Joyce
it?
Carol Oates interview.
Yeah, she goes, what was on that paper, Michael? And I said, and I looked at her, I go, it was my thoughts, Mom. It was my thoughts. I go, I was writing down my thoughts. It's my journal, Mom. I don't want you reading my thoughts.
Well, is this where she buys you the journal afterwards?
No, I don't. No, I don't think so.
Didn't she have one
then
where,
she said
where you said you were writing down your thoughts, and she bought you a journal, thinking that you wanted a new journal for writing down your thoughts?
maybe, I don't know. Did I
That's
say
how
that
I
before?
remember it.
But I remember I said I'm trying to. I want to be a writer, Mom. I was lying, and I just said. And then she goes, oh, okay. And she goes, oh, I'm sorry. And she was like, really? I'm like, yeah. Maybe she did. Did I say that before? Maybe she did. I don't know.
You did. You told the story.
And then, okay, then maybe she did give me a
Bought you
journal
beautiful
after.
binder of my
Yeah, a
of
leather-bound
pages.
journal. And then I said, and I remember because I was going, and my friend's dad was picking me up. He was going to take us to go see Firefox with Clint Eastwood. Remember that movie?
Hey, sure.
The Cold War movie.
Yeah.
And I remember I'm sitting there and I'm just thinking, it's just, she's got to know that I was lying to her. She's got to know. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? Why am I such a degenerate? I made the All-Star team a year back.
I made the all.
What the hell is this?
You can't take that
You're
away
looking
from
at
me.
an all-star, Mom. You know what
Pardon me.
the best joke to play on your kids would be to go through that whole thing and then buy them like a bound journal and be like, I thought I'd buy you this because I know you mentioned I'm really proud you want to write down your thoughts, and then just fill it all with porn so that when they open it up, it just says my thoughts on it.
I thought.
My sick, degenerate thoughts.
My thoughts.
I'm just imagining all these micronauts just resting atop
Yeah.
this
Tonka trucks,
yeah,
Micronauts.
rectangular, perfectly
Oh, yeah.
rectangular pubic hair
Wow.
picture.
Yeah, you stuff it at
my
the bottom,
God.
and it was all wrinkled up anyways. But you just stuff it all the way down there and just put every single toy up on top of it, so that if she's going to go in there, she's got to work for it.
Yeah.
See, I was an idiot. I barely hid mine. It was just like in the
Oh, it
little
was-
space between the wall and the bed. And like if my mom made my bed, which I know I didn't do, I mean, she did it. And I was like, she absolutely saw that. So like the next time I was like having a bowl of cereal, in the morning, like, oh, good morning, Mom. I love you. You're a good mom. And she's looking at me going, I saw it was next to your bed. I know. I'm
Yeah.
not going to say anything.
I know
You put
what's
them
up.
inside you'd get the board game boxes, and you take all the board games out and you put them at the bottom, and then you put the cardboard thing on top of it, and then all the pieces on top of it. And you'd
Like a
stack.
do-it-yourself speakeasy.
Then you'd slide that
Yeah.
under the bed. Then you'd slide that under the bed, and then you'd stack like 7 more board games on top of that, so that it's like, if you want to go look, it's going to take you some time. And I'll know.
Yeah,
I
you
bet,
really
I
have
bet you
to want to catch your son.
your game was probably always sorry.
Yeah.
Well played.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You feel it.
Stratego.
I
risk.
gotta say, knowing you as a kid, Tom, though, there was something like what's so lovable about you in this way is that, much like the throwing popcorn over
like where
the
this is
balcony.
going.
Yeah, it's like, and the bullies come upstairs and they're like, hey, were you the kid throwing popcorn at us? And you're like, yeah.
Yep.
There's
Okay, then.
something kind of like it's
Yeah.
you're like kind of honest and very simple that way. You just you went into the Darien pharmacy, right? Wasn't it the Darien drugstore? And you're like,
Yeah.
I'd like a Playboy and a club, and I'd like a cherry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
some
you'd walk right
Twizzlers,
out.
And a pint of
And-
Old Harper and a comb.
And I was like, man, that guy's like, talk about being authentic. I mean, he's goofy.
Well, it was happy go
He's
lucky.
the
goofy,
walk.
but
Yeah.
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 See, with me, it was the
Yeah.
exact opposite. There was nothing happy-go-lucky about it. It was just a constant struggle, a wrestling match of emotions, and just
Sure.
anxiety slapped up on top of anxiousness. And it was the minute you went through all this, you put your life on the line to get this thing. You'd go home so you could look at it for 35 seconds. Then you'd take it out in the yard and burn it because you can't have any evidence of it.
You're right.
And then
That's how it was for me. We had like right in the middle of the hallway, which I passed every single time I had to go to my bedroom, was a bronze crucifix. And so every single time, like, you're
With
walking, I'm
movable
like,
eyes that followed you as you walk down the hall.
exactly. And you'd be like, listen, I'll deal with you later. Can you just let me live?
and
Only human Jesus.
And you know what? My mom collected icons. So she would have, we'd have the Sacred Heart of Jesus, and every Italian has the Sacred Heart of Jesus in every room. And then but she also collected like statues from. She had one like of Saint Anne. It was the head of Saint Anne that was on the top of her thing, and it would just stare down at you. So you couldn't go anywhere in that house without
God.
being. But it wasn't like. But she would. It was all like she collected like all art, artistic icons, so that you could say, okay, I see what you're doing with all this. It is artistic and whatever. But at the same time, when you're a 12-year-old kid, it's like everybody just constantly with their eyes on you, judging you.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
rosary hanging from anything
Well,
that could,
the head of Saint Anne.
yeah,
I mean, talk about a vibe kill.
yeah.
She was hot.
And it would look down, and it was looking down, and its eyes were always connected with you, and it was always this like shame. You were a goddamn
you
all
should die
star.
before you wait.
You were a goddamn all star.
Hello, Joe.
You know what Saint Anne was saying to me? She goes, look, asshole, look in the mirror. You're 12 years old. You're 6'1". You're left-handed, and you pitch. You made the goddamn all-star team, and you're throwing your life away with this degenerate smut shit.
You're rubbing that left hand.
Yeah, And it's
Pitch
like,
is way off today, Di Maria. What's going on?
you just walk by and look at it and say, I know.
Don't you think I know?
I just got to take care of this. I'll just take care of this. It'll be the last time, I promise.
Exactly.
I'm gonna walk up to the bookstore.
You must have looks like you live next door to me.
Just a
it
constant,
was.
just a battle. Just a constant
Yeah.
emotional battle.
And then
my
you know
God.
what? As you said, you'd purge them, throw them out, get rid of them, put them in the bottom of the 32-gallon, green garbage can out in the way backyard.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, that's done.
Yeah.
Whoosh.
10
Feel
minutes
a lot
later.
better now. Yeah, exactly.
10 minutes later,
Just
you're
sobbing.
10 minutes later, you're. Why did I burn that? Why did I get rid of it? You
What have
walk-
I done?
Why?
It just occurred to me that's probably why you can't hide a body, is because
Like the
some
telltale
kid
heart.
trying to hide porn is going to find it.
Yeah.
At
to
the
me-
bottom
but to
of
me,
every vat is some kid's perfect porn hiding place.
but
And there's a lot of it.
Right.
to me, having it in the house was like the telltale heart under the floorboards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Totally.
vexing me.
The beating
And
of
I
that
saw-
hideous sun. I mean, porn.
So it had to be like off-site somewhere, and it had to be like it's like in Shawshank Redemption. You can see a rock that doesn't have any business being there.
Yeah. Crawl through a
Underneath that
river of
rock.
shit just to see one wee.
It's worth it.
Oh, I'm telling you.
And you had to pick literally get busy living or get busy
busy
dying.
Right.
Same thing.
Brooks was here.
That's great. Yeah, you get to the point. It says Brooks was here.
Gross. I don't want to be here. Brooks was
Oh, Brooks was here. That's gross.
here. He hanged himself over this porn?
Just a struggle, just hand wringing, just walking around, just hand wringing.
Oh my God.
Yeah. All right.
What is the point?
Hey,
So listen.
So listen.
Time for regular
God,
trivia?
is that it? Oh, apparently.
Oh,
Look,
right.
there goes the music.
Wow.
Set it off.
I was ready for
Oh my
bed.
Let's
God.
extend this thing.
Yeah, I'm ready for bed.
It's already
Oh, we got to
extended.
ask Gerry about Tommy Creepy Camp because he's the only witness that you guys are ever going to find. But first, we got to do trivia.
All right.
All right.
Maybe we'll let Jerry do trivia. Get the first guess, huh?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
You're the newbie.
Sure.
Okay. How does Lacey react when Judge Smales misses the putt that Al bets he'll miss?
I didn't watch the movie.
She smirks.
Well, all right. Well, you can guess. Frowns, laughs, rolls her eyes, or gasps.
She laughs.
Wait,
Or rolls
Lacey.
her eyes.
which one's Lacey?
She's the hot one who Ty and Danny.
It probably rolls her eyes.
She laughs. Mike was right.
Right.
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't like the how does reacts questions.
They're weird. Like if you need to know like the correct wording of the multiple choice
make-
option, then that's
Make
also
your future.
May make the answer.
Okay, let's
number
go.
2.
Come on.
What does Mrs. Haverkamp forget?
Or loofah.
Oh, that's Miss Smales.
Oh, that's Mrs. Smales. Oh, yeah. She just forgets her golf club.
Yeah, that's
Mr.
right.
Haverkamp.
Her club.
He
Yeah,
says,
Miss
you're
Haverkamp.
going to need this. And
Haverkamp.
she goes, I
Yeah,
might
you're
at
gonna
that.
need this, Mrs. Haverkamp. Oh, I might.
What, I got it. What is this name Smales? Like, was that something that changed at Ellis Island?
Maybe.
Smales
I
a
mean,
bitch.
yeah, see, that would be
Yeah.
fine, but Smales,
Smelsinski.
like,
Smales.
what is that?
It'd be funny if if like Harold Ramis and all those guys worked at Ellis Island, and then everyone in America for like generations had these ridiculous names like Beeper and Smales and Chuck Schick and.
All right, Top.
You're not going with that?
Well,
Next
there's from Ancestry.com, smale, the word smale, singular, Scottish and Northern English variant of small, English habitational name from a lost place in eastern Sussex named Smeagol, from Old English
Jesus.
meaning Smeagol.
Meaning Gollum.
Yeah, like a Gollum type badger.
What the fuck? What is happening?
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
was just reading it
Wow.
from Ancestry.com.
A Gollum type badger.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. Like a Saxville badger.
right.
Yeah. Okay, this is the dumbest question we've had on the show so far.
Oh, I can't- that's-
The actor who played Chuck Schick
Oh.
also lent his voice to which movie video game? I don't even want to bother with this. It's so silly. Like, how is that a trivia? How is that a Caddyshack?
That's not a
question?
Caddyshack question.
It's not.
Okay.
I'm gonna skip. I'm not even gonna give you the
I
answer. 'cause
won't.
it's
I won't
stupid.
dignify it.
Who says, "I can't pay you"? Lou has to.
That's Danny.
Danny.
I think that is
Yes,
Danny.
Danny.
Right?
Watch it,
Yeah.
chick.
Yeah, to our
Watch it.
hero Tony
What a
D'Annunzio.
jerk.
And that was trivia.
Oh, wow. What a
Hey.
shitty trivia that was, huh?
That was really bad. I'm sorry.
That's not your fault, Tom.
No, but I mean,
Punch you anyway.
I wasn't apologizing to you guys. I was apologizing as the show to the audience that we had such a shitty trivia.
Oh, we.
Okay.
We've been going for about an hour and 20 minutes now. It's been a marathon. This is, I think, our longest episode to date.
Oh, for sure.
Because we're almost out of the movie.
It is.
But yeah, I do want to confirm, Gerry, I take a lot of shit on this show for being like a grown man going to camp, and you get pissed at me because I don't go anymore. So I'm like stuck in the middle between these two warring factions of either common sense or lunacy.
We're not the ones
right.
saying that it's. I think your own wife put a stop to it.
I guess in effect she did.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're married to somebody and they're uninterested in going, you're not just going to like ditch them for the 4th of July and go do your own thing and stuff. And Gerry, we had this argument this argument on another show, and I was saying, I realized later that you totally misunderstood what I was saying. When you go to camp, when you go to Tommy Creepy Camp, you are there to see your family, your parents and your sisters and everybody. But I have to choose between going to camp and seeing my family, my parents and sister and everybody. Like they don't go.
Well, I think it was like that this year, but my only... No, it's true. I'm fuming at you. I'm fuming right now. My only thing is and your wife is absolutely amazing. Your whole family's amazing. So I think to myself, no. I think to myself, my only thing on that is, and it's not even entirely the 4th of July. It's the last time you went was 15 years ago. So I said to myself, okay, now here's this guy. He's one of my best friends. Now, I'm looking for 2.5 days in 15 years.
Right.
Like, no one in their right mind is going to be like, nope, that's too much. 2.5 days in 15 years is the only thing I'm thinking of.
But here's the other thing.
And that's the only reason I get kind of...
You're Mr. Footloose and fancy free, and you don't have, like, I've got, like, a stupid, like, job where I get, like... my allotted vacation days and everything, so I gotta like divvy out those. I gotta factor in like Thanksgiving and Christmas and seeing the folks and everything. No, you should be mad at me. I don't know what else
just
to do.
Point back up to that. I would completely accept that if it had been 3 years, but it's been 15.
It has been a long time.
15 years. I mean, you weren't even married. You literally last time you went, you weren't even married.
No, that's not true. That's
That's
not true.
100%. What year did you get married?
I know. I think he's right because I think it was there was a stop put to it while he was engaged.
No. I had you and I came back to Chicago to Jody's and Sam's and my first home here. Like Sam was alive. Sam was a human being.
Well, I think this would be my plan. That would be sort of the balance between all of it, because I understand the job thing. So I say, all right, now Creepy Camp starts on a Saturday.
Yeah.
So I'd say the Saturday and a Sunday are freebies. Nobody's going to work those days. So I'd say if you took a Monday off, that would be enough.
This would have been the year to do it, actually, because the 4th was on a Tuesday. So you got Tuesday and Monday
Well, but if you remember,
off.
I asked you to do it this year.
I know you ask me every year, and every August I'm like, next year's the year.
Well, that's the thing. I was kind of like, but the other thing is, I thought, well, your wife and kid would have a great time, and I also thought to myself, it's also up in Petoskey. I mean, it's the sort of thing where it's like, even if there was like, say you get a place in Petoskey Saturday, Sunday, and then you drive home Monday. I'm like, well, you just get a place in Petoskey and you spend like, like 2 afternoons.
Yeah, what are you doing, Tom?
It would be awesome.
Yeah, that's not crazy. Like, that's not like...
No, but here's the thing.
Flying to Australia.
The part that sucks, though, is the year that I decided to just cut loose and do that will be the year, like, I'm away there in Petoskey and Michigan and everything, and then I get a call that my parents both just died. And I'm like, oh, it's the last Christmas.
That's why you have to...
What?
That's where I am now.
Well, yeah, I know, but that's why you have to do it the times... Again, I point back up to the 15-year rule.
I know.
And
I'm going 15
I'm sure
years.
your dad would be happy that you're up there.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Well, I think everybody would have a good time. That's the thing. I think everybody, and also whatever,
Except for Dan
whatever was kind of awkward was 15 years ago.
Yeah, I think we're the only two.
Everybody could come.
Trying to get an Uber out of there.
I'm an adult. I can't.
No, go dancing with some teenagers. It'll be awesome.
Oh, boy.
I'll say this:
Might
I'm
get
smart
lucky.
enough to know now that no one who's been there or who If you haven't been there, it's always going to sound crazy.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's going to sound... and
Yeah.
if you've been there, there's no way to explain... It's kind of like explaining Las Vegas to somebody who's never been to Las Vegas. You're like, no, you can gamble and win money. They're like, well, what do you mean? You can walk around with alcohol outside all day long, all night long. Well, what do you mean there's no watches or no clocks
What are you saying?
anywhere?
You go there,
None at all.
You could do archery. I could do archery? Sure. They got
You could
paddle
do
boats.
archery.
What's a paddle
exactly
boat? They have
right.
paddle boats? They have paddle boats.
You could do archery with a 10-year-old you never met before.
And I'll tell you
That's
this.
illegal in
this,
most
and this
states.
is gonna grab all you guys. There's a forest.
There is.
Yeah, there's woods.
I'll tell you what's not.
Gosh, you know what? We never found porn in
Yeah,
those
I was
woods.
going to
did
say,
we?
I'll tell you what's not out there.
Yeah, they keep it pretty
Hey,
tidy.
listen.
Oh, okay. Hey, listen. Mike's getting sleepy.
Yeah.
All right.
I got a job.
Hey, listen.
It's enough
I can't
already.
be checking my
all
messenger
do.
all day like you guys.
All right.
We
Well,
don't
Gerry,
all-
thank you for
Yeah, you
joining
wanna
us.
plug
For
something?
minute
You-
92.
what do you sell
Oh, yeah.
it-
You got any?
Yeah.
What are you
any
selling
other
on the
shows?
internet these days?
Come to camp.
Dan tells us you're part of a horrible, horrible show called the Indiana Jones Minute, which sounds awful.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna come on and shit all over all this stuff by promoting the Indiana Jones Minute. I know you guys hate us.
Oh,
You know,
stop.
it's like
We
it's
don't hate you,
basically
it's-
it's like alfalfa and Woim.
Jesus. That was a deep cut.
Yeah, I didn't get. Yeah, I missed that one.
Barely got it.
Alfalfa and Woim. Don't you guys watch the Little Rascals?
Right, I'm trying to think. I don't
Woim
know.
was Alfalfa's nemesis. Woim.
One.
Was he like the opposite of him? He had like no
Wait a
hair.
minute,
except, like,
wait a
one-
minute.
It's Bizarro alfalfa.
Wait, do you guys not know who Woim is on the Little Rascals?
No.
Please stop saying one.
Is that the one that's played by Gary Cooper?
Jesus Christ. I thought we connected here tonight.
I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Woim.
I'll have to look that one up.
That was a
never
deep
hated you
one,
more.
Yeah, we're gonna need a
Yeah,
link
I
on
think-
that one.
Woim.
I think that might be
Boy.
in your own interpretation of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Sidney Kibrick is an American former child actor most notable for appearing in the R Gang short subjects from 35 to 39. He
Woim.
portrayed Woim,
The
Wine.
hell kind of name
the
is that?
side cook to the neighborhood bully Butch.
I remember Butch.
I remember Butch,
I
sure.
don't know. Wine.
Woim.
All right, I'll have to look that
It's
up.
an amazing name.
I don't like this.
Wime.
Woim.
All right, hey, listen.
Wow.
We were almost out of here. The show was almost over. Now we're talking about
Yeah,
Woim.
just come on
That
now.
sucks.
Go sell some drums on
sorry,
the
everybody.
I
internet.
got things to do over here with this.
Oh, yes, hazelshould.com.
Oh yeah.
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 Buy some drums. Go listen to the Indiana Jones Minute if you feel like you must.
See if
Get a
Tom,
drum!
But also come.
you know what? If Tom sold drums on the internet, then he could go to Creepy Camp
That's
because you
true.
make your own
That's
hours.
true.
I'm,
Oh, look, if Tom
yeah.
had any heart and balls,
Yeah.
if he cared about his friends at all.
Aw.
All right.
I'm going to stay out late on a Wednesday when you come through town. You'll see. You'll see.
You'll see.
All right, everybody, go have a great time. Thank you for joining us. And are you still here? Is anybody still listening to this? If you are, thank you. And please come back for more next time for minute 93 of Caddyshack here on the Caddyshack Minute. For God's sake.
Wine.
Wine.
I'm living.
Hey, you scratched my ankle.